JBNN, we keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys, please remember to like, subscribe, share and to leave a comment as this helps with the growth of the channel. And in the news, murder of popular pharmacy operator sends shockwaves through Linstead. A popular Linstead St. Catherine pharmacy operator who was shot and injured on Saturday succumbed to his injuries in hospital on Sunday. The attack and subsequent killing of 47-year-old Delson White from Jericho district in the parish has sent shockwaves through the Linstead community. The police said they have not yet established a motive for the attack nor identified any suspects. The Linstead police had reported that around 7:30 p.m. White was driving a grey Honda Fit motor car along the Jericho main road. Upon reaching the vicinity of the Jericho Bridge, it was pounced upon by a gunman who opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times. The police were summoned and White was taken to the Linstead Hospital where he was admitted in serious condition. He succumbed to his injuries about 2:30 p.m. on Sunday. White operated the Your Choice Family Pharmacy in Linstead. Bus conductor accused of stealing cell phones charged. A bus conductor was charged with burglary and larceny following an incident on East Street in Old Harbour, St. Catherine on May 31. Charged is 37-year-old Shane Heron of North Street, also in Old Harbour in the parish. Reports are that about 3:20 a.m. Heron pried a window to a woman's house, entered and stole 2 cell phones. The woman was awakened by sounds inside her room and saw Heron. She made an alarm, however he ran. The woman went to the police station later that morning to make an official report. When she saw Heron was arrested for another breach, she pointed him out to the police. Heron was searched and the woman's cell phones were found on him. He was subsequently arrested and charged after he gave a caution statement. $20 million bomb prankster in custody, stating that the bomb threat issued in Ocho Rios sent on yesterday caused significant disruptions in commercial activities and placed undue stress on persons. The police are reporting that the prankster is now in custody. Making a bomb threat, even as a prank, is a serious matter and it will be treated as such, the JCF said in a statement last night. About 9 a.m. yesterday, the operator of a service station in Ocho Rios received a message that a bomb was planted at the location. A video was subsequently shared on a social media platform where an individual claimed a bomb was at the service station and that he was demanding $20 million. The police were contacted and several units, including its bomb squad, as well as the teams from the Jamaica Defense Force and the Jamaica Fire Brigade went to the scene. It turned out to have been a hoax. However, the lawmen do not see it as a laughing matter. We understand that a certain individual has claimed responsibility for this threat via the social media platform TikTok, presenting it as a prank, the JCF said as it urged the person to report to the nearest police station. The JCF in a tweet this afternoon confirmed that the person believed to be at the center of the bomb threat is now in police custody. At the same time, the lawmen said it is important that persons recognize the implication of bomb threats and pranks on the society.
I am the unbeatable king. Come to clear the air. Post a video yesterday, more of a stunt or a prank, and gone viral. Then we move it up on my page still. Gone viral, and I don't know why people run with them things. It was just a prank. He's an artist, I go by the name of Just Cool, J.H.
The JCF has discussed the issue of social media pranks in the past, and we continue to take a firm stance against such practices. These so-called pranks are not harmless. They have considerable implications on public order, economic activities, and social harmony. As evidenced by today's incident, they can disrupt lives, affect livelihoods, and incite unnecessary fear and confusion among the populace, the police said yesterday. Deliveryman charged with indecent assault to pay $80,000 in restitution. A deliveryman was hit with an indecent assault charge after he reportedly forcefully kissed a woman at a business place he was making deliveries to. He was also ordered to pay $80,000 in restitution. Damian Downer pleaded guilty to the offense when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. The court was told that on April 19, Downer held on to the woman and repeatedly kissed her despite her registering her displeasure. Defending his action, Downer told Senior Parish Judge Lauren Cole Montague that she had taken his phone number but she never called him. I'm guilty of holding her hand and asking for a kiss. I held on to her hand, not pull her, Downer corrected the prosecution. He added that she tried to push him away from her. When the judge asked if they were friends or associates, he said, yes, basically friends. But the woman denied that they were friends. She said she only knew him because he runs delivery to her workplace. She's not a stranger to me, he said. I don't believe she's a stranger to you because you've interacted with her based on what you have said. But to the level of being your friend, she's not your friend. Based on what you're saying, she take your number, she not call you. What greater sign is there that she don't have no interest in you? Cole Montague said. Sir, wake up. She don't have no interest. So when God's going out, you don't think she don't want to kiss you or have anything to do with you. Some Jamaican man are not too familiar, are not too friendly, people too casual. You're not supposed to be walking and touching people and all that sort of thing, you know, she added. Explaining how this incident has affected her, the woman said she now hides whenever he makes deliveries. I think compensation is appropriate in this case, the judge said. After agreeing to pay the $80,000, Donna apologized to the complainant by saying, I'm sorry for touching your hand. He was also made the subject of a probation order for 1 year. You have a mother. Sometimes you have to tell yourselves in terms of what you like for those persons around us. If the treatment is not good for the sister, mother, anybody else, it's not good for the other person, Judge Cole Montague said. SOEs have lost their shock and awe, says Bunting. Opposition spokesman on national security, Senator Peter Bunting, said efforts should be made to strengthen the police force as the states of public emergency SOEs have lost their shock and awe. Senator Bunting, who is a former Minister of National Security, has always vocalized his discontent with the government's use of SOEs to curtail crime. He said that additional police personnel were needed to effectively maneuver the periodical surge of crime across the island. With the serial and routine use of SOEs in recent times, they have even lost the shock and awe effect that accompanied declarations when they were infrequently used. Nationally, the best thing that can be done is a sustained increase in recruiting, training, and deploying more police personnel, Bunting said. The opposition spokesman's comments came on the heels of a news that a member of the Tucker Community Development Committee was gunned down at her business place in the community on Wednesday night, a day after the recent SOE in St. James ended. Andrea Hansen, who was also a law student, was killed by a person still unknown to the police a few meters away from a military checkpoint that was being occupied by members of the Jamaica Defense Force under a SOE. Similarly, on Wednesday, 2 men were shot and killed, while another was left nursing gunshot wounds after a gunman attacked them in the rural St. James community of Roehampton. The deceased has been identified as 23-year-old farmer Linston Anderson, otherwise called Blacks, and the 20-year-old Tamar Dorman, otherwise called Ravers. Both men are from the community. The police report indicates that about 10:30 p.m., the men were at a location in the community when they were attacked. To compound the problem in the area, 3 men were killed about 10 o'clock Friday night after men with guns attacked them at a business place. 2 died on the spot, while the other died at hospital early Saturday. St. James is no stranger to double murders, as both the Mount Salem and Dumfries communities were rocked with double killings during the month of May. Additionally, the bullet-riddled bodies of 3 men were found in the middle of a road in the Mount Zion community by residents. The police theorized that the men were lured to the area to be killed. At the same time, statistics from the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF indicate that St. James has recorded a 26% decline in murders compared to the corresponding period in 2022. However, the parish is still responsible for the highest number of murders across all police divisions, 82 since the start of the year. It was against that background that Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced a declaration of SOEs in St. James on May 16 for a period of 14 days. The parishes of Hanover and Clarendon were also included, as Holness underscored the government's commitment to safeguarding the lives of innocent citizens. However, in acknowledging that there is a decrease in the reports of crime during the declared SOEs, Senator Bunting said that crime in St. James requires more than a periodical 14-day increase in manpower. There's a certain randomness in our violent crime spikes. Often a single murder can be the catalyst for a cycle of reprisal and counter-reprisal that can quickly escalate to multiple murders. It often only takes a couple of these to trigger a spike in violent crime in a police division. This is what happened in St. James, said the opposition spokesman. It is not the SOE nor the ZOZO that is especially effective at addressing the violence. It is the saturation policing that usually accompanies the declaration of an SOE or ZOZO, he added. With just over 12,000 police personnel across the island, Senator Bunting explained that fighting crime in St. James requires more boots on the ground and targeted social intervention programs in at-risk communities. The opposition spokesman pointed out that, over the last decade, crime in St. James has been greatly influenced by the emergence of lottery scamming. This, he said, should be heavily taken into consideration. Nationally, the best thing that can be done is a sustained increase in recruiting, training, and deploying more police personnel. This should be accompanied by funding of trained violence interrupters through the Peace Management Initiative (PMI) and more social intervention in the inner city and informal communities, Bunting said. He continued, for St. James, a reinvigoration of the lottery scam task force is needed, since the money from scamming fuels purchase of guns, and disputes ensuring scamming proceeds often generate violence. Senator Bunting further advised that previous plans which were being put into motion while he was at the wheel of the national security portfolio should also be considered in the fight against crime in the parish. He explained that a team of mobile reserve, now specialized operations, was being considered to specifically target rural communities that are volatile. When I was Minister of National Security, we had plans to establish a mobile reserve west in Montpelier. This would have placed a couple of hundred additional police personnel within an hour at most of St. James, Hanover and Westmoreland, would generate a disproportionate number of murders and shootings. This needs to happen, Bunting said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, like, subscribe, share and leave a comment and help with the growth of JBN. Thank you.